My name is Alex, your tour guide for this trip. Come with me as I take you through the fun, food-filled and busy streets of one of the most colorful provinces in the country, Lucban, Quezon. In the year 1986, has decided to open this very food products convenience store showcasing different kinds of food products, namely Natal Tikoy, Prosecco, Apas, and Otap, and many other food delicacies you can find only here in Lucban. Ever since then, it has been one of the many souvenir spots where tourists and natives come so they can buy things that they can bring home as possible to their loved ones and friends. Welcome to the Center Making Factory, also known as the Old Pansiteria or the Old Center Pansiteria. Here is the Pansiteria, which has been standing since 1937 of old Chinese descent. Mr. John Aranya, the second generation owner of this pansiteria, is working here with his wife and is the son of one of the first helpers of this pansiteria named Pedro Aranya, who has been here since 1937 and has continued to manage the pansiteria from 1945 to 1946. You see, Pancit Canton is not the name of delicacy here in Lucban. Rather, the name is Pancit Lucban. Here in Lucban, Hab-hab is the way or the action of how Pancit Lucban is being eaten. See, here's an example of how Pancit Lucban is being eaten. Inside the yellow walls of this vintage heritage house, you will find the Mastiolas restaurant. The Mastiolas restaurant is a place where they have home-cooked meals of different varieties like lechong manok, yelong bangus, and the very famous Best Carinderia in town, found this way. Welcome to the inside of Patio Rizal Hotel and Restaurant. Patio Rizal Hotel and Restaurant has been standing for 13 years and was owned and established by Alexandra. This is a hotel and restaurant which has been visited by a lot of international figures all over the world. Inside the walls made of stone bricks, Cafe San Luis does more than just brew coffee and espressos. Cafe San Luis is famous for their experimental concoctions such as frozen margarita and lambanog base for 80 pesos only and chilled lambanog for 60 pesos, 80 pesos, and 180 pesos. Here you will also find heavy meals that you must try like chicken curry with French bread and tokwat baboy and binagoongan. Residential de Valde used to be the home of a library here called Lucban Academy, but ever since then it has become the home of Ground Zero, the House of Pizza, which has been standing for a good 10 long years, next to the now local convenience store 7-Eleven. One of the first heritage houses that you will see if you are coming along the Municipal Hall along Quezon Avenue is the home of Doña Ana, also known as La Doña Ana or La Casa de Doña Ana. This is the house built by the marriage of Pedro Nepomuceno Villasenor and Ana Maria Herrera de la Concepcion in 1842. The house is the only one that was built by stone in the neoclassical style during that time in the whole of Lucban. This is the favorite place to stay by the famous visitors from Manila and other places. This house was bought by Marcelo Diallo and Edovicius Veloso in 1946 and undergone renovation at the time of the Antonio and Milada Diallo in 1994 and was named La Doña Ana. This is one of the favorite heritage houses that is being visited by tourists and natives alike all over Lucban. Have you started counting it? In case you haven't, the steps here are exactly 310 in the count. Now, in order for you to be energized and stay focused while you are going up through the stairs, there are here 14 stations of the cross in life size for you to be stopping and staring while offering a prayer so that you will be revitalized, so that it will motivate you to reach the end. This religious tourist attraction is visited by natives and foreigners alike to see the statue of Jesus, which is about 50 feet tall, the third biggest known in the world. You are now finding yourself standing in the middle of the Kamay ni Jesus, also known as the hand of Jesus. Here in the top of the hill, you will find Kamay ni Jesus. Here in Kamay ni Jesus, there are lots of things that people do in tradition or in commemoration of having gone to the top. Some here put flowers, some put letters, some make donations and buy candles, and then they make a wish. With a 5-hectare land area, you don't expect to see only the church and the Kamay ni Jesus or the hand of Jesus. Other than that, they also have the Noah's Ark, a playground, and a little chapel for the people here. They have a mass here every day except on Wednesdays, where they have a mass called the Special Healing Mass. During this mass, there is a certain healing that goes on here only in the chapel in Kamay ni Jesus. Other than the hill where the Kamay ni Jesus or the hand of Jesus is found and the chapel, here you will also find a special prayer area where you will light up candles to make special prayers, an animal-themed playground where kids can play, and the famous Noah's Ark. This is where most of the people are educated about the story of Noah and where most of the kids stay around to play. The Lucban Church is also one of the first tourist attractions that one must visit whenever visiting Lucban. Here behind me, you can see the replica of the Lucban Church itself. The present church was built and completed in 1738, but the first church was at the same location but built in 1595, which was ruined in 1629. The second church was constructed between 1630 to 1640, but it was seriously damaged by fire in 1733. The present church is almost the same with the one in Tayabas, Quezon. Now, Lucban Church, you should know, is called Lucban, Quezon, but previously it was called Lucban, Tayabas. In some of the many houses in the replica of Lucban and its church, you will find the word Bahiyas. Bahiyas is a special event that happens only here in Lucban during the week where you find the date of May 15. In May 15, many of the houses are decorated with keeping and many of other food products only found to be decorated in the houses in Lucban. Outside the church of Lucban, there are lots of food stalls here where they sell other street food and certain delicacies that you will find only here in Lucban. This only happens from afternoon to nighttime every day outside. One of the many things that you cannot stop by without buying as a souvenir or something that you must taste here in Lucban is called the lambanog. Lambanog is one of the many kinds of wine that you can find and buy only here in Lucban. They come in different flavors like lakatan, bubblegum, and the original in white. This one in particular, this little store I mean, is owned by Lilia Villa, who has been managing this place since 1987. Salon, the almost 60-year-old Halo Halo store, which is always a favorite stop by tourists and natives alike. This one, owned and managed by Greg Venezuela, has been responsible for one of the most favorite foods, not only in Lucban but in the entire country. The Halo Halo is best homemade here and is a favorite by not just Filipinos but also tourists and many people from other countries. Here in Cebu, they serve not just Halo Halo but also Halo Halo with mais. Before we conclude this trip, let me leave you with this song entitled Halina sa Lucban by Rodel Wacalla.
Makulay ang bayan ng Lucban sa Quezon. Sa malaking pagbigas at sumisilayan sa anlamon ng isang buwan bago tinatapos. Pero sulit naman daw ang pagod.
Halika na at sumama ka, tayo lalakbay dun sa bayang masaya kung saan ang buhay ay makulay. Anong rikit paling ganda. Halika na sa Lucban at sumama ka, tayo lalakbay at doon magsasaya kung saan ang buhay ay makulay. Anong rikit paling ganda. Halika na at sumama kang maglakbay dun sa bayang kong mahal kung saan ang musika ay buhay sa himig ng tubig sa batis. Hangin kay lamig, kalikasan sa pagdungaw ay hindi padara. Iyaring matarik na bundok, sikat sa ngalang banahaw. Malawak na bumiring bilad sa tarik ng araw. Kaway ng mga punong, hitik sa alaala ng minunong. Nasa puso ang ganak na pagkabata. Nagapan ng ngiti ng probinsya ng Dalagitan, pambihirang lambing. Dito mo lang yan makikita sa bayang pinagpala ng mahal na si Bathala. Sa pag-ari ng biyaya ang lahat naging malaya. Halika na, sumama ka, tayo lalakbay dun sa bayang masaya kung saan ang buhay ay makulay. Anong rikit paling ganda. Halika na sa Lucban at sumama ka, tayo lalakbay at doon magsasaya kung saan ang buhay ay makulay. Anong rikit paling ganda. Halika na sa Lucban. Sige lang ang buhay kahit na wala kang pera. Lahat nagkakaisa na parang susugod sa gera. At sa puwera ang problema at bawat araw parang pyesa. Respeto at pagmamahal laging hain sa bawat mesa. Lang pamilya probinsyano, bukas ang mga palad at may takot sa Diyos. Kaya ang buhay ay banayad. Taas mga noo, kapit kamay sa pagakbang. Sa pagulad yan ang kultura ay tuloy ang pagambag. Ari-ari-ay, ano-ari-ay, wikang kay sarap pakinggan. Hastig, ari-ari-ay, yan ang balasik. Maling lupit ng paiyas at kakanin, longganis at pansit. Halika na, sumama ka, tayo lalakbay dun sa bayang masaya kung saan ang buhay ay makulay. Anong rikit paling ganda. Halika na sa Lucban at sumama ka, tayo lalakbay at doon magsasaya kung saan ang buhay ay makulay. Anong rikit paling ganda. Halika na sa liwain ng kabataan. Tanging kayaman ang di maaring talikuran. Kay sarap magtampisaw sa tubig ng bambang. Maligo sa ulan sa pagdilim na kaabang. Katambay na naman, kanto, kisi o sapato. Forma ang paigtingan, kanta ang sintonado. Pag nagkasama-sama, walang pwedeng kumontra. Matak-matak, piso, kisi o 50. Ilatag sa bunsura ng mesa at mga baso. Isang medyan lambano, hardinerang kapiraso. Di mapipigil ang kasiyahang magdamagan. Ang buga nagalpakan at guslugan na namatara. Halika na, sumama ka, tayo lalakbay dun sa bayang masaya kung saan ang buhay ay makulay. Anong rikit paling ganda. Halika na sa Lucban at sumama ka, tayo lalakbay at doon magsasaya kung saan ang buhay ay makulay. Anong rikit paling ganda. Halika na, sumama ka, tayo lalakbay dun sa bayang masaya kung saan ang buhay ay makulay. Anong rikit paling ganda. Halika na sa Lucban at sumama ka, tayo lalakbay at doon magsasaya kung saan ang buhay ay makulay. Anong rikit paling ganda. Halika na sa Lucban.
Simula yun ay sa tatlong mga ngaso
negosyo, tapos yung ipon-ibon ng kingfisher ay dumapo sa Lucban.
Gawa ang keeping sa
Catch me again next week here in Adventures with Alex as we explore the hot sands of the 100 Islands.